Hi students, welcome to Vidyanagar online classes. In our last class, we have discussed about various types of angles and we have also discussed how to measure the angles with the help of protractor. Now, in this class, first of all, we are going to discuss about perpendicular lines. Okay? We are going to discuss about perpendicular lines. So, what are perpendicular lines? When two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle, that is 90 degree, then the lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Look here, suppose this is one line, okay, let us name it as AB, and then another line intersect at this line, let us name this line as CD, okay, and the angle between them is 90 degree, okay, then these lines are said to be perpendicular lines, okay, because when AB and CD intersect, the angle between them is 90 degree, that is why these two lines are perpendicular lines, and we can write it as like this: AB perpendicular CD. This is the sign of perpendicular, okay. This means that AB is perpendicular to CD. Understood? Now we are going to discuss about perpendicular bisector. What do you mean by perpendicular bisector? So look here. Suppose you draw a line segment AB. Okay? This is the line segment AB. Now you mark its midpoint M. Okay? M is its midpoint. That means AM is equal to MB. Now I ask you to draw a line perpendicular to AB. So you draw a line perpendicular to AB. Let us name this point as N and this line as L. Okay. So MN is perpendicular to AB. Now if I ask you, does MN bisect AB? That means MN is dividing AB into two equal parts. Yes. Mn is dividing AB into two equal parts. So what we can say from here? We can say that Mn is perpendicular to AB and Mn is also bisecting AB. That means Mn is also dividing AB into two equal parts. So we can say that Mn is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay? Why we say that Mn is the perpendicular bisector of AB? Because Mn is perpendicular to AB and Mn is also bisecting AB. That is, Mn is dividing AB into two equal parts. So we can say that Mn is the perpendicular, okay, perpendicular bisector of line segment A. Okay, understood? Now we are going to do our exercise, that is exercise 5.5. What is the first question? Which of the following are models for perpendicular lines? We have to tell which of the following are the models for perpendicular lines. See A part, the adjacent edges of a tabletop. Okay, so suppose this is the tabletop. Okay, and what are its adjacent edges? Adjacent edges means the edges which are next to each other. Suppose this edge and this edge. These two edges are next to each other. Then this edge and this edge is also adjacent edges. Okay. So if you see here, the angle between the adjacent edges is 90 degree. Okay. So we can say that this is the model of perpendicular. This is the model for perpendicular lines. So yes. Now moving to the B part, the lines of a railway track. You all know about railway track. Railway track is like this. So are these perpendicular? No. So this is not the model for perpendicular lines. No. Understood? This is our B part. Now moving to the C part. What is the C part? The line segments forming the letter L. So you know that L is formed by two line segments. One is this and another one is this. Now if you see that the angle between these two line segments is 90 degree. So we can say that it is the model for perpendicular lines. So yes, we can say that it is the model for perpendicular lines. Now the letter V. V is like this. So are these lines perpendicular? No. So this is not the model for perpendicular lines. No. Okay? Understood? So this is our first question. Now we are going to do the second question. What is the second question? Let PQ be the perpendicular to the line segment XY. And let PQ and XY intersect in the point A. Then we have to tell what is the measure of angle PAY. So look here. This line segment is given XY, XY, and then PQ be the perpendicular to the line segment XY. That means PQ be the perpendicular to the line segment XY, and let PQ and XY intersect in the point A. That means they are intersecting in the point A. Now we have to tell the measure of angle PAY. This angle PAY. Then what is the measure of angle PAY? Yes, the measure of angle PAY will be 90 degree. Why? Because XY and PQ are perpendicular to each other. So measure of angle PAY is equal to 90 degree. Understood? Now we are going to do the fourth question. See what is the fourth question? Study the diagram. The line L is perpendicular to line M. So see here, this line L is perpendicular to line M. Now we have to tell, is C is equal to EG? So where is C? This one. So see, the measurement of C is 2 units. Okay, this is 2 units. And the measurement of EG is also 2 units. Okay, the measurement of EG is also 2 units. So we can say that yes, C is equal to EG. Yes, C is equal to EG. Why? Because both measures 2 units. Now moving to the B part. Does PE bisect CG? That means, does PE divide CG into 2 equal parts? Yes, PE bisects CG. Why? Because we know that C is equal to EG. That means PE bisects CG. Yes, because CE is equal to EG. So we can say that PE bisects CG. Now moving to the C part. See, identify any two line segments for which PE is the perpendicular bisector. That means we have to identify any two line segments which is divided by PE into 2 equal parts. This is PE. So we can clearly see that PE divides DF into 2 equal parts, that is DE and EF. So PE bisects DF. So first line segment is DF. Then we have to identify one more line segment. So we can see CG also. CG is also bisected by PE because PE divides CG into 2 equal parts, that is CE and EG. So another one is DF and another one is CG. Okay. So these are the two line segments for which PE is the perpendicular bisector. Now we are going to study about the classification of triangles. Okay. So basically triangles can be classified on the basis of their sides and on the basis of their angle. So first of all, let us learn the triangles on the basis of their sides. Okay. So there are 3 types of triangles based on their sides. First one is scalene triangle. Okay. Second one is isosceles triangle. And the third one is equilateral triangle. So first of all, let us learn about scalene triangle. Okay, what is scalene triangle? A triangle having all 3 unequal sides. Means if a triangle is having all the 3 sides unequal, then it is a scalene triangle. Look here, suppose it is a triangle. Okay, it is a triangle. And if one side of the triangle is of 7 cm, another side is of 8 cm, and the third side is of 9 cm, then you can clearly see that all the 3 sides are of unequal length. See, it is of 7, second one is of 8, and the third one is of 9. So this is scalene triangle. Okay, this is scalene triangle. So what is scalene triangle? A triangle having all 3 unequal sides is called scalene triangle. Okay. Now the second type of triangle based on side is isosceles triangle. What is isosceles triangle? A triangle having two equal sides. Okay. If the triangle is having two equal sides, then it is isosceles triangle. Look here, it is a triangle. Okay, this is a triangle, and suppose that this side is of 5 centimeter. Okay, and this side is also of 5 centimeter, and this side is of 8 centimeter. So you can clearly see that these two sides are equal. Okay, so this is an isosceles triangle. So what is isosceles triangle? A triangle having two equal sides is isosceles triangle. Understood? Now the third type of triangle based on sides is equilateral triangle. Okay? So what is equilateral triangle? A triangle having three equal sides. Means if the triangle is having all three sides equal, then it is an equilateral triangle. Look here, suppose this is a triangle. Okay? And if its all sides are of equal length, suppose this is of 5 centimeter, this is of 5 centimeter, and this is also of 5 centimeter, means all of its three sides are equal, then it is an equilateral triangle. Understood? So basically there are three types of triangles based on sides. First one is scalene triangle, which is having all three unequal sides. Second one is isosceles triangle, which is having two equal sides, and the third one is equilateral triangle, in which all the sides are equal. Okay. Now we are going to study about the triangles based on angles. Okay. So based on angles also there are three types of triangles. First one is acute angled triangle, second one is right angled triangle, and the third one is obtuse angled triangle. So first of all, let us discuss about acute angled triangle. What is acute angle triangle? If each angle of a triangle is less than 90 degree, okay, then it is an acute angle triangle. Look here, suppose this is a triangle, okay, and these are the angles of triangles, okay, and if each of the angles is less than 90 degree, suppose this is of 70 degree, this is of 30 degree, and this is of 80 degree, then you can clearly see that each of the angles is less than 90 degree, then it is acute angle triangle. Understood? If each angle of a triangle is less than 90 degree, then it is an acute angle triangle. Now the second type of triangle based on angle is right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? If any one angle is right angle, then the triangle is right angle triangle. Means if any one of the angle of triangle is 90 degree, then the triangle is right angle triangle. Look here, suppose this is the triangle, okay, then this angle is of 90 degree, okay, so it is a right angle triangle. Why it is a right angle triangle? Because one angle is right angle, okay, so this is right angle triangle. Now the third type of triangle based on angle is obtuse angle triangle. So what is obtuse angle triangle? If any one angle of the triangle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Means if any one of the angle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Look here, suppose this is the triangle, okay, and in this triangle if any one of the angle is greater than 90 degree, suppose this angle is of 120 degree, so it is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angled triangle. Okay, so what is obtuse angle triangle? If any one angle of the triangle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Understood? So basically there are three types of triangle based on angles, that is acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. And what is acute angle triangle? If each angle of the triangle is less than 90 degree, then it is an acute angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? If any one of the angle is 90 degree, then the triangle is right angle triangle. And what is obtuse angle triangle? If any one angle of the triangle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Okay, so that's all about the classification of triangles. Now we are moving towards our exercise. That is exercise 5.6. What is the first question? Name the types of following triangles. Okay, we have to name the types of the triangle. The first part is triangles with length of sides 7 cm, 8 cm and 9 cm. That means all the sides are unequal. First one is of 7 cm, second is of 8 cm and third is of 9 cm. And we know that if all the sides are of unequal length, then the triangle is scalene triangle. So what type of triangle it is? Scalene triangle. Okay, scalene triangle. And the second part, triangle ABC. This is the sign of triangle. Okay, triangle ABC with AB equal to 8.7 cm, AC equal to 7 cm, BC equal to 6 cm. So here also all the sides are of unequal length. Okay, then this type of triangle is also scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. Now the third part, triangle PQR such that PQ equal to QR equal to PR equal to 5 cm. Means all the three sides are of 5 cm. Since all the sides are of equal length, then the triangle is equilateral triangle. So this type of triangle is equilateral triangle. Okay, understood? Now we are moving to the D part of the same question. What is the D part? Triangle DEF with measure of angle D is equal to 90 degree. Means one angle is of 90 degree. So we already know that if one angle is of 90 degree, then the triangle is right angled triangle. So this is right angled triangle. Understood? Why it is right angle triangle? Because one of the angle of triangle is 90 degree. Now E part, triangle XYZ with measure of angle Y equal to 90 degree and XY is equal to YZ. Okay, so here we can see that one angle is of 90 degree and two sides are also equal. That means this triangle is isosceles right angled triangle. Why it is isosceles right angled triangle? It is isosceles because two sides are equal and one angle is of 90 degree also. That means it is isosceles right angled triangle. Isosceles right angled triangle. Now moving to the F part. Triangle LMN with measurement of angle L equal to 30 degree, measurement of angle M is equal to 70 degree and measurement of angle N is equal to 80 degree. So you can see here each of the angle is less than 90 degree. This is of 30 degree, this is of 70 degree and this is of 80 degree. Since each of the angle is less than 90 degree, so this type of triangle is acute angled triangle. Okay, this is acute angled triangle. Okay, so this is our first question. Now we are going to do the third question. What is the third question? Name each of the triangles in two different ways. You may judge the nature of angle by observation. Triangles are given to us and we have to name these triangles on the basis of their sides and then on the basis of their angles. So see A part. What is the A part? Here you can see that two sides of the triangles are of equal length, that is of 5 cm and 5 cm. And we know that if two sides are equal, then the triangle is isosceles triangle. So the first way to name this triangle on the basis of side is this one, isosceles triangle. Okay. Now on the basis of angle, you can see that by observation that this angle is, each of the angles is less than 90 degree. So this triangle is acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. Okay, why it is acute angle triangle? Because each of the angles is less than 90 degree. Now see the B part. In B part, first of all, let us name this triangle on the basis of sides. So you can see that all the sides are of unequal length. One is of 17, second one is of 15 centimeter, and the third one is of 8 centimeter. So all the sides are unequal. That means scalene triangle. Okay, this is scalene triangle. Now on the basis of angles, you can see that this angle is of 90 degree, and we know that if any one angle of the triangle is of 90 degree, then the triangle is right angled triangle. So this triangle is right angled triangle. Okay. So this is our B part of the question. Now we are going to do the C part. See, what is the C part? Here you can see that two sides are of equal length, that is 7 centimeter and 7 centimeter. And if two sides are of equal length, then the triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. Now on the basis of angle, you can see that one angle is greater than 90 degree, and we know that if any one angle of the triangle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angled triangle. So this is obtuse angled triangle. Okay, obtuse angled triangle. Now moving towards D part. See, you can clearly see that here also two sides are of equal length, that is of 10 centimeter each. Then this is also isosceles triangle. Okay, why it is isosceles triangle? Because two sides are of equal length. Now on the basis of angle, you can see that one angle is of 90 degree, that is one angle is right angle, and we know that if any one angle of the triangle is right angle, then the triangle is right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Okay, so this is isosceles triangle and right angled triangle. Now moving towards our E part. See, what is the E part here? Here you can see that all the sides are of equal length, that is each side is of 5.2 centimeter, and we know that if all the sides are equal, then the triangle is equilateral triangle. So this is equilateral triangle. Now on the basis of the angle, you can see that all the angles, that means each angle of the triangle is less than 90 degree. We can clearly see it that each of the angle is less than 90 degree. That means this triangle is acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. Okay, so this is equilateral triangle and acute angled triangle. Now moving to the F part. See, what is F part here? You can see that all the sides are unequal here. One is of 8 centimeter, another one is of 15 centimeter, and the third one is of 10 centimeter. And we know that if all the sides are unequal, then the triangle is scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. Okay. Now on the basis of angle, you can clearly observe that this angle is greater than 90 degree. And we know that if any one of the angle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is obtuse angled triangle. So this is obtuse angled triangle. Okay. So on the basis of side, this is scalene triangle, and on the basis of angle, this is obtuse angled triangle. So that's all in today's class. We will meet soon in the next class. Thank you.